All right, my name is Brian Sawaska. I own a promotional products business. I run it out of my house. I do all kinds of promotional products, anything with a logo on it, shirts, koozies, signs, banners, you name it. If it needs a logo, I can do it.
So what made you decide to open up your own business?
We were looking for something to make some extra money and something out of the house that wouldn't cost too much money. So we were at the fairgrounds and came across a booth that said we could print on anything. So what we did is talk to them a little bit. They made us a shirt. They had a lot of products on shelves and everything at the booth. So then what they did is they had a time where we went to a hotel nearby and they said, don't bring a checkbook, just come and listen. So we did. We were really interested in it, and so we decided to dive in and take a risk.
Nice. So how much time, money, and planning did it take before deciding to open a business?
Well, at first they presented different packages, and we decided that if we're going to get in this thing, we're going to go all out. So what we did is we were going to go in the whole thing. So as far as planning, we had to go apply for a line of credit. We got approved, and we got the loan. We dove in. As far as planning, it was pretty much learn as you go. So we got everything on a pallet and just kind of dove in, and you pretty much learn as you go.
How did you obtain startup capital?
Well, we needed, if we were going to get the whole package, we needed $40,000, which I did not have. So we got a line of credit for a business, and we got approved, and that's how we did it.
Does your company have a website? And if so, why did you build one, and who maintains it?
We do have a website. We had it up at first, but it got to be too costly for something that really we didn't need, because a lot of what I do is back and forth with the customer. But when we did have it, the company that got us into this whole business, they maintained it for us. We could add pictures and stuff, but I do plan on adding my own website, because I can, now it's 7 years later, and now I can pretty much do a lot of that on my own. And but I'm eventually here soon. I do have the domain name, but eventually I'm going to have somebody build it, and then as long as I can add my pictures and pricing and stuff, then we're going to have it back up.
Are there any licensing requirements required for your business?
Just the annual $100 that you have to pay for a business license, and then the Sun Biz you have to pay about $150 to stay open. So it's only about a $250 yearly fee.
So how do you handle internal and external theft?
Internal theft, I actually have a camera that I can monitor on my phone with an app. And then external theft, what I do is, since this is a part-time job, although sometimes it's full-time, and I have a full-time job, I actually have everything that I order delivered to my job that I work during the day. Because if I have it delivered to the front door, I worry about people stealing it or getting it rained on. But that way, nobody can take it. So I have it delivered to where I work during the day.
How has owning this business impacted your family?
Well, it's helped me help both of my kids. If they have any trouble, money trouble or whatever, I can help them out, help them with school, help them with maybe problems with their cars, or I'm able to take them out to a ball game or take them out to eat. And they never buy. I buy. It's on the business cash.
So would you ever in the future plan on passing this business along?
Yeah, hopefully one of them will take it over. I think right now my son would probably be the one, because he's mentioned about taking it over, and my daughter could be the designer, and Joe would probably be the laborer and do a lot of the building.
So how many different positions are available to apply for this business?
Well, right now it's pretty much just a one-man business, but
Okay.
if I could find somebody that could actually make phone calls to get more business, then that would probably be something open where I could pay commission. And but that would probably be the only position right now, since it's just a one-man business out of my house.
Okay. Would you mind telling me a little bit more about your professional background prior to starting your own company?
Well, I've been working, before we bought this business, I was working at an engineering company 6 years, and a lot of the CAD programs that I use are related to the programs that I use for this business, so it's really helped. And then the last another 5 years or so, they're related, so actually it really helps me as far as doing the design work, or when I get files from a client, I can use it to transfer it to something I can use to put on a shirt, or some kind of promotional product.
Would you say having kids has helped you, gain profits and gave you more products to produce for them?
Oh yeah, they've got me a lot of jobs actually. Both of them will tell all their friends, and then all of a sudden I'll get an email saying, hey, so-and-so would like to order shirts, or so-and-so would like to know about ordering, whatever. And yeah, they've actually helped me make some money, and I always give them a kickback, of course.
Yeah. So ever since you started your company, what kind of day-to-day things do you have to do to keep it running?
Well, sometimes it gets really busy because it's only me. I have to check my emails, I get my orders, I have to, especially when it's something I've never gotten before, I have to find a supplier. Then once I do, I get the pricing, call my customer. If I get the order, then I have to work on the artwork at home. Then I have to make it. Then I have to deliver it. Then I have to invoice it. So I pretty much have to do it all.
Now, out of all the experience you've had so far, what has been the worst experience you've had since you started this company?
The worst experience was about 4 years ago. I got an order for, I think it was 1,000 tote bags. And it was a 2-color logo. It was actually Career Builders, which a lot of people have heard of. And their colors are orange and blue or whatever. Well, a lot of companies have a certain exact color. And what I did is, when I ordered it, I just assumed that the standard color for these bags would be good enough. Well, I got it through another company, and the next day after they received them, that company called him, and then he called me and said, yeah, we got a problem. They don't want the bags. They wanted their exact color, and it cost me over $1,000. So that's the worst experience I've had.
So the color was just a little bit off?
It was, you couldn't even notice it, but
really?
They could.
That stinks.
It's just like I've heard Coca-Cola has a certain Pantone color red, and if you use something else a little off, they're going to be pretty upset.
What made you decide on your logo for your company?
Well, we actually weren't sure what to call it. For days or even weeks, we couldn't figure out what to name it. Finally, we decided to name it JATI, which stands for my son and daughter's names, Joe and Trina's Inheritance. And my daughter, who at the time, what was that, 7 years ago, she was about 14, 15, she designed the logo. In fact, she's here right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, there she is. She designed the logo.
Hello,
it's
Trina.
an awesome logo. She's my artistic daughter. So hopefully one day she'll be my lead designer.
Oh, thanks.
That's awesome. Great family business.
Yes, it is.
What is the best advice you can give someone when starting up a new business?
I would say make sure you really like what you are going to be doing. I would say, dive in, but also don't dive in where you're going to be way over your head, and you're not going to be able to crawl out as far as the money goes. But just make sure it's something you love doing, because you're going to be doing it a lot. And especially in the beginning, you might not come out ahead. A lot of times the first so many months or even a year, depending on what it is, you might not make a lot of money, but if you stick with it and you really like it, then you should be able to make it a success.
Now, do you have any products that are currently on you that you have self-printed, or?
I didn't self-print these, but I order these. Some big orders, it's better to have a supplier make them. Like with these are 300, so something that kind of quantity I have made. And then, the hat I have on, we had this done.
Okay.
Embroidery, so I do embroidery. There you go.
Nice.
So I have that done.
That looks good. Well, thank you, Brian. It's been great today about talking about your new business, and I hope it's a success in the future.
All right, thank you.